Welcome to Nevis on Tours. We make it easier to sell and book Caribbean vacations to St. Kitts and Nevis. This is our Travel Tuesday presentation for this week. When traveling to St. Kitts and Nevis, there is a process to go through once you land at the airport on St. Kitts, but that is just the beginning. While it is not confusing, we realize that most of you in our audience may be traveling to St. Kitts and Nevis for the first time in the near future. So we are making this video to clear the way for you. This is not just to tell you about the entry process into our country, this is also to give you a proper introduction to some important areas. Here are 7 important points of interest to remember when traveling to St. Kitts and Nevis. Number 1. The Robert Llewellyn Bradshaw International Airport, Main Terminal. When you step off the plane on the island of St. Kitts, you would most likely go directly to one of 2 places. The main terminal is the most popular and most likely one. We'll tell you about the other one coming up in point number 2. Getting familiar with the main terminal is a good thing, as you would know where to go and what to expect once you get inside. Once inside, join the appropriate line as directed by the friendly attendant. As the queue moves, you'll make your way to the immigration officer. As soon as you are down there, make your way down the stairs to the baggage carousel to collect your check bags. Then, join the queue for the customs. This should take just a few minutes before you step out into the welcoming sunshine again. Number 2. Cayenne Jet Private Jet Terminal. This is the other place we mentioned in point number 1. This is the private jet terminal which also accepts passengers on commercial flights. It is for an additional fee and it is well worth it. Listen closely to this. Everyone who books on any of our small group trips would have their luxury entry into our country booked through the Cayenne Jet Terminal. This is just another reason for you to go directly over to our website at nevisontours.com to join the waitlist for our culinary group trip, which would be led by a celebrity chef this summer. All of our guests on that group trip would be picked up directly on the tarmac and transported by vehicle to the private terminal. We know it looks like a luxury hotel, and the treatment you get as you wait would have you feeling like you are at a hotel in the lap of luxury. But you can't stay there. Number 3. Taxi Dispatch Area. In both situations, you'll take a taxi directly from outside the doors of the terminal. At Cayenne Jet, your pre-arranged ride to your hotel will be one of our drivers who would be there to meet you. At the main terminal, if you did not pre-book, a dispatcher would direct you to the next available taxi. If you are booked with Nevis on Tours, one of our drivers would meet you there with a Nevis on Tours welcome sign. Number 4. Your accommodation. Your next point of interest is your hotel or villa. We work with only the best hotels in St. Kitts and Nevis, so if you booked a vacation package with Nevis on Tours, you'll be going somewhere nice. Note that the place could be on either St. Kitts or Nevis. If on St. Kitts, the taxi would take you directly there. But if your destination is on Nevis, you're in for an added treat, like this one in our next point. Number 5. Timothy Hill. This place is the most popular photo stop on St. Kitts, and it is a place you will pass and see if you are on your way to Park Hyatt or to Nevis. We typically do not stop there during our airport transfers, but the lack of a stop does not mean that you do not get to take in the view. Book your airport transfers with Nevis on Tours and you'll without a doubt notice that you'll be on the most beautiful transfer ever. This is the best introduction to a vacation you'll ever have. Number 6. Reggae Beach Water Taxi Pier. Your next important point of interest is the water taxi pier. And yes, it is at Reggae Beach. Think about that for a moment. You are on your airport transfer to your hotel or villa and you are on the beach. Awesome, isn't it? But since you are not there to enjoy the beach yet, you'll be getting on a water taxi for your 6-minute trip to Nevis, which we are about to tell you about in the next point. Number 7. Orly Beach Water Taxi Facility. As far as important points of interest go when traveling for a vacation in St. Kitts and Nevis, you may by now be thinking that it cannot get any better than what we have already told you. Perhaps it can, because you are about to arrive on another excellent beach. this time on Nevis. It is Reggae Beach, where the water taxi docks for most hotels on Nevis. If you book the Four Seasons Resort, then your entry to Nevis is different and equally as excellent. In fact, we believe that we'll have to address that in a video by itself. After all, it has to be against the rules somewhere, we are sure, to cram any more excellent items into this video. Just remember that your final important point of interest is Reggae Beach water taxi before going to your hotel on Nevis, as discussed in point number 4. We have now arrived at our point of value for this week. This is where we suggest how you can use the valuable information we just shared to sell and book Caribbean vacations to St. Kitts and Nevis. Number 8. Pre-book your airport transfers. The points of interest we have shared with you are all important, and knowing them and what to expect will make your entry into St. Kitts and Nevis all the more welcoming and smooth. But it gets even better and easier when you pre-book your airport transfers on reservations at nevissuntours.com. You can do that directly, or note that when you book your entire vacation package with Nevis Sun Tours, your round-trip airport transfers are included. This is something that you should definitely do, as we have preset vacation packages, or we can customize one for you. Just visit our website at nevissuntours.com. This is how we leave you for this week. Please remember to give us a like and join our community by subscribing. Until next week, have a happy Travel Tuesday.